Welcome back to Soul Renovation. I'm Adeline Atlas, 7 times published author. Don't dim your shine, hand out sunglasses. Definition: your radiance is not accidental. It's a frequency. And it's not up for debate, reduction, or revision. If someone can't handle your light, that's not your cue to shrink. It's their signal to adjust or remove themselves. You don't dim. You don't lower. You don't filter your glow to match someone else's comfort zone. Let's talk about something most powerful women experience: the moment their light becomes a problem for someone else's insecurity. You've done the work. You've healed. You've aligned. You're speaking differently, walking differently. Your energy has leveled up, and now suddenly you're too much. You're too confident, too successful, too intense. But let me tell you right now, that is not your problem to solve. That is their mirror to face. Never dim your shine. If your light is too much for someone, hand them sunglasses. Let them adjust. You were not born to be digestible. You were born to disrupt, to shift atmospheres, to walk into rooms and be felt before you even speak. And when you start living in that energy, when your light starts reflecting your truth, people will either rise to meet you or fall off. That's the filtration system. That's divine order in motion. There's a lie we were told growing up, that being liked is the goal. That being accepted, approved, validated should be at the top of our list. So we shrink. We make ourselves smaller to be polite. We smooth our edges to be safe. But there comes a point in your journey, if you're really walking in purpose, where you realize that being palatable is not the same as being powerful. You realize that the more you shrink to keep peace, the less peace you actually have within yourself. So let me say this: if your presence disturbs people, that's feedback on where they're at, not who you are. People who are secure in their light don't try to dim yours. People who are aligned won't be triggered by your confidence. They'll be inspired by it. The people meant to walk with you won't ask you to be less. They'll bring their own light and rise alongside you. Everyone else? They'll either adjust or exit. And either outcome is fine. Hand out sunglasses. That's your job now. Not apologies, not disclaimers, not long-winded explanations trying to soften the edges of your greatness. Your job is to stay bright. Stay locked in. Stay in alignment with the version of you that finally stopped negotiating her glow. That version didn't come easy. She was forged in silence, built through solitude, polished through pressure. And now that she's here, the last thing she's going to do is dim for someone who's uncomfortable with her expansion. And here's where it gets even more real. Sometimes, the people asking you to shrink are the ones who watched you struggle. They knew you when you were still in your doubt, still trying to find your voice. And now that you're speaking clearly, walking fully, standing tall, they don't know what to do with that version of you. So they try to pull you back, remind you who you used to be, make jokes, throw shade, all because they haven't upgraded their lens. And you know what? That's not your assignment. You don't shrink to fit someone else's outdated version of who you were. You evolve and let them catch up or fall off. Every time you choose to stay bright, you're giving someone else silent permission to do the same. You become the example, not just the exception. Your boldness becomes someone else's breakthrough. Your voice becomes someone else's courage. That's why your shine matters. It's not ego. It's energetic leadership. When you radiate without apology, you show others how to do the same. That's how real frequency works. So when you feel tempted to dim, ask yourself, who taught me I had to do that to be safe? Who made me believe my light was dangerous? And do I still want to carry that belief into my future? Because the answer should be no. You don't need to protect other people from your greatness. That's not kindness. That's spiritual suffocation. You were born to beam, not to blend, not to tone it down, not to code switch your energy just to keep the peace. If your shine exposes someone's shadows, that's their work to process, not your job to manage. Let people squint. Let them stumble. Let them shield their eyes if they have to. You're not shrinking just because someone didn't bring the right eyewear. The sun doesn't turn itself down. It just rises. Every single day. Be the sun. Let the world adjust to you. And if someone leaves, let them go. Your light will attract the ones who are ready to rise with you. The School of Soul Vault is my private monthly membership designed for those who are done just listening and ready to start building. Inside, you get full access to my video series, the unfiltered teachings, the strategy, the game plans, everything I don't share anywhere else. If you're ready to grow in silence and rise with precision, this is where it happens. Join the Vault. Monthly access, lifetime impact.